that shit on blast. You got what it takes, put that shit on blast. Is fame on the way? Put that shit on blast. Make that change today, put that shit on blast. Tired of hearing trash, put that shit on blast. You got what it takes, put that shit on blast. Is fame on the way? Put that shit on blast. Make that change today, put that shit on blast.
Why does L look like he's in space?
I am in space. Oh, all right. So what's up?
My point exactly.
You already started? I didn't start nothing, man. Huh? You bring out my joke book already? Hey, you bring out my joke book? All right, bro.
Hey, man.
All right, man. Yo, what's up, party people? This is the On Blast podcast. We're gonna already start off a little bit crazy for one. You know what time it is. You know what day it is. Wednesdays, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern is always time for
we live, brother.
Blast podcast. Are you sure?
We live. All the way live.
All right, I'm making sure now because I went live first. There was some error, but it does say in stream, so I hope that we're streaming him. All right, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so
we live.
You're on the On Blast podcast. You know, we're gonna get a little crazy tonight for one reason, because DJ Gooch has been in a whole damn box of Twinkies, so we don't know what the hell we're gonna do from him tonight. And down there below, y'all do see our Ace Boone Coon, our Issa nominated for the second year in a row, Blast Radio 247, Soul Res Production, the one and only D-Ray, the producer in the house.
What it is.
A little bit crazy. We's about to get a little bit crunk up in here.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Oh man, no. Oh man, tonight, bro, you are getting the interview treatment, even though you are a guest and that a podcast host and everything else for us. You're also a phenomenal DJ, phenomenal producer. So we're gonna make sure that we're getting what is floating around in that Sinister Bastard mind out for everyone when it comes to music production, the music business today. All that good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Yeah. I'm here for it.
Gooch. It's Wednesday, bro.
It is Wednesday, man.
It's the middle of the week, and how has your week gone so far?
Man, it's gone a lot better than last week. We don't have the snow and ice and things like that. And I want to give a shout out to all my peeps over there in Baltimore and Maryland and Washington, D.C., which I happen to visit. Peace. Love you all. That's where I was this weekend. They call it the DMV is what they call it, the DMV. I was over there in that area, yeah. Doing what Gooch does.
All right.
Mike wants to know, can any of you actually sing?
I do a great baritone, Mike. You check me out on karaoke nights. You'll get a chance to see that.
Don't hurt yourself, Mike. Don't hurt yourself, boy. Right.
Michael Body is in the building.
Oh, my boy, Bonte in the house.
Hey, Mike McKenzie, to answer your question, yes, but I leave singing to the singers.
That's right. That's me.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Nah. No. D-Ray, how your week been, bro?
Hey, man, we good over here. We glad that it warmed up a little bit. It was literally like 14 degrees this weekend. Today is 60. So you know,
Hey.
this weather is kind of schizophrenic. Y'all got snow and ice. I think it might have snowed where I live maybe a good 10 seconds. Michael Body says, only way Gooch is singing is if the microphone is a Twinkie. Let me explain something to you. He ain't singing to that Twinkie. He ain't singing to that Twinkie.
He doing something else with that Twinkie, trying to get that cream out.
He doing something to that Twinkie that's illegal in 12 states.
Only 12, good.
Only 12.
Yeah. So before we get started with the interviews and the music and everything else, yo man, we just have to know. DJ Gooch, what's on your mind, bro?
Oh, sure. What's on my mind? I'm calling this segment As the World, or As the Dallas Cowboy World Turns. Boy,
wait a minute.
hold
on. Mike McKenzie said 14 is shorts and T-shirts in Michigan. Well, you keep that 14 and you keep that T-shirt and them shorts up there in Michigan, bro.
Yeah. That is not the case here.
Man. What a mess we have in Dallas. What a mess do we have? We got the Dallas Cowboy leaders kinfolk going at it. They are just going at it. You got Dak Prescott's brother going at I can't say it.
Who the heck is Dak? What?
Him.
Dak Dillinger,
man. I had a couple of Twinkies. Give me a break. This brother going at it. Somebody he want Dak out of Dallas. We have CeeDee Lamb's mom talking about Dak is not it. And you got, Michael Parsons' brother talking about, hey, Dak ain't it either. I got one thing to say about this. It's on my mind. We already know Dak ain't it. Dak has reached this level. Let me tell you something the playmaker told me, and he was so right. There are people on the team who just want to get a check, and there are people on the team that want to win the chip. Dak wants his check. He doesn't. If he wins something, he doesn't. It's all good. He doesn't care. You don't believe it? Show me some emotion. I believe it. He can't do it. He choked. And why does he choke? Because he doesn't care. Anytime Trayvon did punk his butt up, he just punked him. Called him a BS. You know what? He didn't do nothing about it. Bro.
That's on practice.
Nothing about it. Hey, I bet. Hey, D-Ray, how many people call you a BS?
None. Not to my face. Exactly. Matter of fact, none on StreamYard neither, because I can travel.
None. And that's the reason why we don't have a leader. Our leader, who's supposed to be our quarterback, is not. They didn't take that C off of him and get him shipped out somewhere else. He just can't win the big one. So, Dad, you say something different?
So my rebuttal to this is we ain't won nothing in almost 30 damn years.
Yes.
And you gonna blame it on one quarterback who is literally, even though it's just in the regular season, more than likely the best quarterback that you had since Aikman. Now, he choke because we didn't like Romo, we damn showed Quincy, and you can go in and name all them other ones. So I asked you this last week, Gooch, would you rather be 3-14, or would you rather be 10-12 with a chance? Okay, and remember now, I'm not watching them next year, but it's not just because of that. It's because when that defense got out there on that first drive, they became that bitch ass that like you don't want to say, and gave up and gave up and gave up and gave up. They did not stop them boys not one time. Not one time. So to like blame everything on like one player when you got coaches on that side and players on that side that are going to the Pro Bowl and was getting interceptions and was getting sacks and was getting everything, and they did absolutely nothing in that whole entire game, from the time that the ball was in the air to the time the dang horn sounded at the end. The defense did absolutely squat. Nothing. And you can't even come back and say that they stopped them once, because they didn't stop them once.
My rebuttal to that is, you're right. I'm not just blaming Dak. He just had to be the biggest person that's on the field that's just a quitter.
I disagree. And I cannot believe that y'all got me in a position that I am defending anybody that wear that star on their head. But it's almost like the tale of two teams. You take Dallas on one hand, take the Detroit Lions on the other, right? Dan Campbell has come in and changed the entire culture of the Detroit Lions.
He did.
Right? People are scared to play this team. People are scared because he will go for it on a 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
Yes, he will.
They will make it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They come out there and they hitting people in the mouth. Right?
They trust their coach.
And they trust their coach because their coach trusts them. The coach came in with a plan. You know what ownership did? You know what the Ford family did? Hands off. Go do what you do best, and we're going to sit back here and do what we do best, right? But Dallas, on the other hand, Dallas has an owner who will call down to the sidelines to tell the head coach to not run the play that he just put out to run.
Yeah, I don't think that happens, bro.
You got Jerry Jones.
The 81, 82-year-old Jerry Jones he's not calling down there.
All I'm saying is this. A lot of propaganda all I'm saying, you might be right, but all I'm saying is this. The coach does not have the power to enact a culture for Dallas. And when you don't have that, when you don't have a coach that can come in and impose his will, as opposed to enhancing the will of the owner, you're never gonna win.
But
look at Al Davis. But look at Al Davis. Look at Al Davis with the Raiders, right? Al Davis tried to be the coach and the owner, but when he took his hands off of it, that's when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but do y'all remember that little period in time where we hired the most, supposed to have been the most outstanding coach of all time at the time when we had Bill Parcells.
We had Bill Parcells for a minute.
And did absolutely nothing. Still got to the playoffs, still choked, which is the same reason why I say everybody that we have on the Cowboys in any big game chokes. It don't matter. The parking lot attendant, cheerleaders, the concession stand, everybody choked. If you order something from them, you're going to get your damn wrong item because they are choking because it's a damn big game. Everybody chokes. There is no way possible you say that, okay, I'm going to run a zone the whole night, even though I haven't run a zone the whole flipping year. Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. I got people wide open. I have a rookie, basically a rookie quarterback. This year's first year actually starting. And I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, we're gonna lose to them. You don't forget now, we did lose to the expansion Houston Texans. See, we lose in big games. That's what we do. That's what everybody on this team does. So I just can't sit here and just say that it's one person because it's been 30 years of the same bull forever.
But let me tell you something. Hold on. Mike Evans said this. This is what he said, quote, unquote. I looked around and everybody who's told me it was okay to lose, he went and told Jimmy, get rid of him. They are not here for the right reason. And you see he got rid of him.
It was no salary cap.
You can do the same thing now. We got a bunch of people who don't care about winning. I don't care about getting their money.
Say that.
I can't get with that. No, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because now trust and believe, I don't watch Dallas enough to know this, but from what I've seen, the play calling is atrocious. I've seen plays where it was 3rd down and 2, and you running a 10-yard out route. Why would you do that on 3rd and 2 when you got a running back that can run over people? Why would you, call a quarterback sneak on a 4th and 10? It's just like stuff that just don't make sense. And you can be labeled as so smart that you dumb. Mike McCarthy's supposed to be a genius, but his coaching staff has made some really dumb plays.
Yeah.
So
I mean, when it's 3rd and 2, and somehow you have a cornerback playing 15 yards off on a 3rd and 2, that's a problem. Okay, I'm sorry, that's a problem. And if you're behind the 8 ball, in a game where you're not supposed to be, because they could have gotten off the field. Okay, except for what? Another penalty. Gave him, and they just drove on down, and from there could not stop him. Now, I'm not saying at all that that was good, but believe me, we have seen interceptions from people who they say are supposed to be great, and they still find that way because the defense is like, oh, they don't have it today. We got to step up. No one stepped up that day.
You know whose really fault it is? You know whose fault it really is, though?
Who that?
It's you cotton picking Cowboy fans. It's your fault.
Not cotton picking.
You know why? You know why it's your fault?
Pick a little cotton.
Because we give it to July. End of July, beginning of August, we them boys. We went in the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah,
we went undefeated in preseason.
You won't hear me say we winning anything.
We do this. We're going to get this. Oh, we're going to. And you know what? You set unrealistic expectations, right? You're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. If Big Ben was your quarterback, you already knew Big Ben's going to throw 2 interceptions every game. Period.
Hell, I thought that this
Bottom
year.
line. Bottom line.
I thought that this year.
You know what I mean? And so
As
it's like,
compared to last year.
And so at the end of the day, it's really all about where is the motivation? Where are the veterans? Where are the people that are willing this team to rise above their standard, right? Because at the end of the day, hype don't win championships.
No, it doesn't.
So
neither does
bump
that.
them. Especially when all their fans move to Baltimore. But we could do a whole nother podcast on that.
Hey. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go and drop this blast commercial right quick. Then we're gonna come back and get into it with D-Ray, the producer. We got some hard-hitting questions for you.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, got hard-hitting questions. So you gotta like put that music hat on.
How many times he gonna shift this cap like this? I'm gonna tell you. At least 3. That's over under.
All right, y'all. Be back in 2 shakes.
I'm not going to ask him who's been with Diddy. We already know he was at Diddy's parties. Are we back? Never mind.
The hell he was talking about?
You know good and well I wasn't at no Diddy party. I'm too broke to be at a Diddy party.
Was the good bishop talking to Goose when he was talking about getting swallowed up? I just want to know. Was he the good bishop talking to you, Goose? When he talking about have you ever been swallowed up?
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
Oh, all right.
Does the guest have to do the disclaimer?
I didn't say no name. No, I said no name.
I
did not mention the name.
Hey, look, and you in Texas too? The views and opinions.
I didn't say a name, bro. I didn't say a name at all. All right. So once again, for the uninitiated, yeah, I stole another one from you.
I can't have nothing.
We have in the house Mr. D-Ray, the producer. So, bro, what is new that is happening? Cause you posted something last week, and we happy and everything for you. So I just want to go on and talk about that before we get into these hard-hitting questions.
No doubt. Well, last week we were notified that I have been nominated in 3 categories for the 2024 ESA Awards, which is the International Singer-Songwriter Association, based in Atlanta, Georgia, with our good friend of Blast, Tammany Dove, her organization. I have been nominated for DJ of the Year, Songwriter of the Year, and Sound Engineer of the Year. So to God be the glory for that. And so I believe, if I'm not mistaken, everybody from Blast Radio has been nominated for the 2nd year in a row, which is completely dope. And so shout out to you, Mr. Jackson. Shout out to Veep. And even you too, Gooch, because we're all family up in here. Thank you, Mike. And we're gonna try to set Atlanta on fire this time. So
definitely.
We're gonna party a little bit.
I'll try to hit that up.
Yes.
So Gooch.
Yes, sir.
Gooch actually wrote out some questions, which is why he has his glasses on today. God. So I'm gonna
wait. Hold that notebook up again. Hold it up again. Hold it up again. That ain't even. Look. That ain't even college rule. That's the wide.
And I got pictures too.
You got to write that big old number 2 pencil. Yeah. You got to write the big kindergarten pencil.
Hey, that's like the dotted line right there. I was like, All right, dude. Let's get this dumpster fire started.
Question.
First shot, bro.
What was the hardest project you ever worked on?
You know what? In this game, there's sometimes you have projects that you really just need to say no to. Mm-hmm. I had an exotic dancer one time who wanted me to create a track based off of a Kurt Franklin song.
Okay.
And now here's the funny part. And so I knew I shouldn't have done it, and I tried to do it to her liking, and it didn't come out right. She jumped on social media, kind of went after me a little bit or whatever. And then 2 or 3 years later, DJ from my hometown, High Point, North Carolina, he does the exact same track. And and he did it professionally, and it went like platinum or whatever using Kurt Franklin. But yeah, so that was real hard. It's real difficult when I'm doing it just because I might need pay a bill or something. But if I'm not believing in the music, I've learned to just say no. So those are the hardest projects.
What was the longest project you ever worked on? What took you the longest?
I was music supervisor for a short film called Dick Control that was released.
What kind of control?
You heard me. Something that clearly the both of you lack. And
I can say something.
You should. You probably should. But no, that project, it was long because normally when I'm working on music,
it was long.
Really yes.
So the Dick Control was a long project. All right, bro.
It was a long project.
All right.
I got you, bro.
And I had to interview a lot of candidates. We're gonna just keep it.
Just
drop the draws. How does this go?
Yeah, right. Lord, I knew I should have called in sick tonight. But no, but when you do jobs like that, like music supervisor, I've scored documentaries and done editing and stuff like that. Those are really long projects because it's really long and drawn out, because it's just not like, okay, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna create some music and mix it, master it, get it sent off. No, especially when you got to deal with other people and you got to go find artists, you got to go listen to the music, you got to go have meetings and all this other stuff. So those type of projects, when I'm not actually in the studio, those take the longest amount of time.
All right. So I have heard you say this, but I'm not sure if like everyone else who is actually on here you have expressed many times that there's a difference between a beat maker and a producer.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and let the people know what's the difference between a beat creator and a real producer.
Okay, so what a beat maker, just by definition, is someone who makes the beat, who is responsible for the actual music track. So that could be the drum programming, that could be the samples, that can be all of that, anything pertaining to the music that someone else uses. That is, in my opinion, that is considered a beat maker. A producer does it all. We can make the beat, we can compose the music, we can mix, master, we can record, we can write the lyrics, we can do arrangements, and we can deliver the master. And that's one of the really big differences. Beat makers don't deliver masters to anybody. All they do is deliver beats to people. Producers have to deliver a finished master to someone in order for that song to be released. And so that is really the primary, the big difference. When I was studying in school, I had a professor tell me one time that he really wanted people to stop calling themselves beat makers and just start referring to themselves as composers, which makes a lot of sense to me, because that's essentially what you are.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But we live in a day and age now where, being a beat maker does not degrade yourself, one bit. So there's people that make a really, really good living being beat makers. But producers have to wear multiple hats when they're working on projects. So that's the main big difference, in my opinion.
And remember, y'all, you definitely have to wear those hats when you're working on a movie called Dick Control. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When them hats, bro, you got no damn control. You gotta wear the hats, bro.
Hold on just a second.
What, man? I'm going on.
I told you. Over under 3. You got it one.
Yo, so break this down for me, okay? On a record, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There are so many points on a record, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And it goes to the singer, producer, in some instances, the beat creator. So I'm guessing that in that instance, okay, that instance, the beat creator, if that's all they did, is actually part of the songwriting team. They actually they actually wrote the music to the song.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
All right. Okay.
So think of it like this, if I can elaborate a little bit. Because we all know how much Gooch loves a Twinkie.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if you were to cut the Twinkie up into 3 pieces, right? I'll get back to that question in just a second. If you Michael Bate is a fool. I gotta answer that question Hey man, I'm gonna get you for that one. But if you split the Twinkie up into 3 pieces, you have the music, you have the lyrics, and then you have the melody, right? So theoretically, if you have a beat maker that came up with the main melody of the song, technically they have a percentage of the music and they have a percentage of the melody, right? So it's different ways that can go on, and this is why it's always important that when you're in the studio with a beat maker, producer, rapper, singer, whoever, split sheets come into play. Because the one thing you never want is to be in a situation where a song is a hit and then now everybody is trying to decide who did what, right? Yeah. That needs to be determined out the gate. And so, because that can be, it can get kind of convoluted, especially when you have millions and millions of dollars. Like take Lil Nas X with, what's the one before he lost his mind? Old Town Road.
Yeah.
So if you go and look at all the writers on that, it's got 15 writers on it. Right? Because he sampled it. Somebody else did something, somebody else did something, somebody else did something. And so it's like 15 writers on it. And so yeah, you got to really, really be careful, or else you might lose out on an opportunity. So
yeah. All right, y'all. Well, hold on. We're gonna hit them back. It is the bottom of the hour.
Oh, it is the bottom of the hour, ain't it?
That means it is time for the blast artists of the night. So what we're gonna do here is what we always do. Man, where you at there? Where you at there?
We're gonna go to the dishes in the dishwasher.
No, just trying to add it to the stage, bro. We don't want to add there to the.
Okay. Just part the band.
All right, so D-Ray.
Yeah, man.
Since you are here, and since you are a producer, and since you have produced some of the hits from some of the artists that are on Blast, what song and from what artist would you like for me to play tonight?
Let's do Unbothered J-Saw.
Unbothered J-Saw.
And that's one that you produced, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Unbothered by J-Saw. Let me see where you at here, bro.
It might not be on there.
Yeah,
it's not
on here.
Anything by the Divine Favor Project.
All right, so we're gonna rock some Divine Favor Project. Going back over here.
Well, back over there, I saw me.
And for those who don't know about the Divine Favor Project, that is one that it's close to D-Ray's heart.
It is very close to D-Ray's heart. That is a conglomerate of musicians and singers and songwriters, and my wife happens to be one of them. So any one of them songs is fine. Except the Christmas song.
We're going to do... Yeah, we're just going to do this one right here called Keep On Marching. If you would, please pause the background music for me. Mr. D-Ray.
Got it like that. There you go.
They fought for what they knew was right, so that we all would one day see the light. They marched through the streets, they marched in the fields. Some were beaten, some were even killed. So many in graves they lay. So many debts we never could repay. How could we ever look our children in the eye if we're just gonna let the dream die? Sometimes it makes me want to cry when we sit back and we don't even try. Our ancestors pay the price so that you and I could live and not die. Keep on marching, 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 keep on marching. When we struggle should not have to be like war. Let's come together in these streets. Let's come together peacefully. Keep on marching, 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 keep on marching. Keep marching on, keep holding on.
Word up.
Word up.
That was the Divine Favor Project produced by DJ the Producer. Yo, if you are an unsigned artist, comedian, content creator, movie maker, whatever, yo, go over to blastmusic247.com, sign up, and come and join this journey and everything with us. We're all about independence. We're all about the independent artists. We're all about trying our best to make sure that everyone gets to hear your talent. All right, blastmusic247.com, sign up. We are trying to change this entertainment industry one artist at a time. So
before we go on, real quick, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The song that you just played, "Keep on Marching," was written during the pandemic at a time where we saw a lot of civil unrest, and it was dedicated to the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King, whose birthday was a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
And whose son Dexter Scott King passed away a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a reminder of how we need to keep on moving and keep on going. But Dexter's death is also a reminder for Black men that make sure you check on your health. The reports are that he passed away from prostate cancer, and prostate cancer is one of the number one killers of Black men in this country. So we need to use that as a call to arms to, go get yourself checked out. Yeah, it's unpleasant, and yeah, it might not be the sexiest thing that ever. However, it can save your life. So let's, keep on marching, man. Go get yourself checked out. Take care of yourselves.
Yes, sir. Hey, on that song, before we get to our questions, on that song, did I detect a hint of baritone D-Ray?
I did.
Under the notes of your wife there. I was like, hold on.
All
right.
I will neither confirm or deny.
Oh, okay. All right. I know I'm hearing something up under there.
Yeah.
All
if
right,
if I can be honest, I really, really hate singing. And I respect singers sometimes, but really, that's a whole separate skill set. So.
All right, so we're going to go back to the question. Well, that wasn't the one I was going to hit, but I guess Gooch already did that one. Yeah. Do you ever have a song that you search for the right artist?
Absolutely. You know, sometimes, the songs or the tracks kind of write themselves, especially if you have a particular idea. And when that track is there, as a producer, you kind of know what artist you want on that track. And so you kind of go in search of that kind of a singer. Like, to use a couple of singers in mind, and now that I think about it, if you think about my wife, Meek, you think about Angie Monroe, and you think about Lily Lorraine, they all kind of got that similar alto sort of range, you know what I mean? And that's kind of from time to time, that's the kind of vocalist I'm looking for. If I got a beat that's got a real hard, heavy 808 in it, I'm gonna hit J-Saw up. If I have some hip hop that has a real spiritual vibe to it, I'm gonna hit Yamasani up. So yeah, you do have to search. If you got music, you really want to search and find the right artist for it. Absolutely.
All right. So the second question is coming from our
10%.
Body. 10%.
Hey, 10%. You got to pay your tithes and offering. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay. We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave that right there alone.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Gooch, what's your next question, bro?
All right, this is 2 parts here. What is your philosophy as a music producer? Meaning, do you like to be transparent so that each artist has their own sound, or do you have a particular sound that is your signature in your productions?
For me, I want every artist to sound different. But if you notice from my track has to have a groove in it. It has to have something that I want to put it in my car and listen to as I'm driving. And so that, to me, in my opinion, is what I'm striving for every time I produce something. And I don't care if I'm producing a pop record, if I'm producing a hip hop record, neo soul, jazz, gospel, whatever. It's got to have that groove in it, And so for me, that's kind of the common denominator. Now, anything else on top of that, I kind of shape it towards the artist that I'm working with. So, but it's got to have that groove under it.
Thank you, D-Ray Taylor Riley.
Hey,
right. I take that compliment.
Yep. All right.
All day, every day.
Now, this one here, though, and I want you to answer it honestly, all right?
D-Ray? Answer honestly?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I know for a fact that, that producers are just like directors on a movie set. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they gotta be straight up assholes. How much of an asshole do you get when you're in the booth with someone and you're trying to get it right? You turn that hat all the way around.
I did because I don't like putting myself in this light, but it's a strong 90-95%.
Oh man.
And because I'm a Libra by nature, so I'm already at 40%, and that's before we even start working on the track. But I tend to get, because a lot of times there's something that I'm after, whether it's a vocal performance or whether it's whatever. And yeah, I'm there. I'm about that business. I'm about that life. Because also you got to keep in mind, I was trained during the time where you had to go pay for studio time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Definitely.
You had to pay, if you were in a dingy studio, you might have to pay $25, $35 an hour, which in late 80s, early 90s,
still a grip.
That was, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then for the upper studios, that was $100, $150 an hour. So you definitely weren't playing around then. And so I have that mindset of, when we're in the studio, we're here to work. I don't want to conversate. I don't want you to ask me what my favorite color is. I don't want to know about your day. I want to get this idea out, because, once you forget that idea and it goes away, sometimes it stays away for good, and so we want to get there and we want to capture it. We want to get that energy together so we can move on. So I tend to turn into SB real quick, fast, and in a hurry. But I also give them a disclaimer. I tell everybody, I warn them. I said, before we start this, hey, look, I'm like Captain America in the elevator. Okay, now before we begin, does anybody else want to get off?
Who's don't know that reference, bro?
I do. Yes, I do.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta go. Yeah, that is one of the best scenes in
ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's one of the best Marvel scenes ever. There.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So, piggybacking off of that question, have you ever had to just flat out tell someone, session over, I'm not doing this no more, cause of either talent or they wanted to just play around in the studio the whole time, just waste your time?
No, because when I'm at 95%, there's either two choices. It's either we're going to work or you're going to leave. You know, so I've never had to stop a session. I've had people to say, oh, I need a break to go get myself together, or, you know, I done messed around and made my wife cry or something like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, nah, I've never had to do that.
Bro, you ain't supposed to be 95% on your wife, bro, okay?
Bruh, when she's an artist, she's an artist. Period. Period. Period.
Woo,
she's an artist, she's an artist.
Okay,
so she get this work. But I've never had to do that. And that's also because I'm very choosy about who I work with too. You know, I can tell off the bat after a conversation whether this session is going to work or not. And so, you know, yeah, I've never had to do that.
Go ahead, Gooch.
All right. What would you say would be your strongest quality as a producer? And what would you say would be your least strongest?
I'm going to start with my least. My least is knowing when to quit, because there is an old saying that goes that great art is never finished, it's only abandoned. And I am that type that I can always make it better. I know I can always make it better. And so I never know when to stop it and just go, it's fine, it's done. Because I'm always hear something, right? So that would be kind of I think, something that I'm gonna probably have to work on and probably never get right. My strongest quality is my ear. I know how to match things to get the kind of feeling that I want. So if I'm working with an artist and we have agreed that this is the type of song we want to work on, I've been blessed with an ear that I can get it there. You know, I can get it to the realm that, okay, now we're starting to pull this idea out of the ether, and now we can start building something. And so I think that's one of my strongest qualities.
All right. Can I get a follow-up question, Rod?
We are going to drop another song that you produced, though. But you know, I don't want Gooch to forget his question. You know, with his senior.
You know how them Twinkies. You know how them Twinkies do you.
Out of mind. When you said that you want to make it, you can always make it better. What's the most number of revisions you can remember you having to do?
Oh my God, I've done 25.
25 on one project? 25 revisions, okay.
I've done 25. As a matter of fact, I have a song that I wrote in high school that I'm still working on. and high school for me was 30 years ago. No, okay. I'm New Testament. You two Negroes is Old Testament. So like as far as revisions for like a song that got released, 25, 26, 27. You know, because I always go back and say, okay, I can tighten this up, or I can add this, or I can add that. And so lots of revisions.
Thank you, Rock.
Got you. Well, yo, let's go ahead here. I'm gonna add another one. This was one of the first songs that you produced since we've been knowing you. This is Miss Angie Monroe. This was your joint before she even got on it. You already had this beat and everything already worked out for her. So this is Miss Angie Monroe with Where You Are.
table for two is what she said. As I sat down, had you all in my head. I apologize 1,000 times, please. I even fell to my knees. I called you, but you never showed. I couldn't believe you stood me up. My heart skipped a beat and I cried. Because I love you so much, I wanna be where you are. You're the driver, I wanna be the car. If you're the sky, wanna be a star. I'll travel the world, near or far. Wanna be wherever you are. Never knew a love like this before. Got me doing things I never said I would. You were my very first love. Move heaven and earth if I could. I wanna be where you are. If you're the driver, I wanna be the car. If you're the sky, wanna be a star. I'll travel the world, near or far. Gotta be wherever you are. Don't leave me, I don't know what to do. I've wasted half of my life. You even promised to make me your wife. You're the wind beneath my wings. I'm addicted to your love like a dolphin. So tell me, where are you, baby? Please, please. 'Cause I wanna be where you are. If you're the driver, I wanna be the car. If you're the sky, wanna be a star. I'll travel the world, near or far. Gotta be wherever you are. You are. Ooh,
All right.
Gooch, every now and then, I really wonder who she's singing about.
Every now and then.
Every now and she sang that song hard, boy.
She did.
Like some old knucklehead messing her around. I just every now and then.
Hey, I feel you on that. I felt it in the song. It was in my bones.
Down in my spirit.
Funny, I ain't never got that perception. Yo, so that was Angie Monroe with Where You Are. That was it was composed and produced by D-Ray, the producer. Mike, what other genres do you like to produce or enjoy?
For me, I love neo soul. I love hip hop. I love jazz. I love some gospel as long as it's got a groove to it. I hate boring gospel. I love, chill music, chill hop, and electronic music. And I could see me doing some type of hybrid of blues and country one day, something like that. But for the most part, those first few genres, those are what I feel like my lane.
All right. You got something, Gooch?
Oh, man. I want to say, D-Ray, what do you have coming up in the future that you can tell us?
Okay, so the song you just heard with Angie Monroe will be featured in a movie that will hopefully be released within the next month or so, written by another blast artist, Nikisha Wrights.
Yes.
I reached out to her a couple of days ago, and she's still in the editing process with that. And so I think it's called What Fairy Tale, and so we're excited about that. I have 2 releases that will be released probably the first week of February. An artist that I'm working with named Tracy Gardner goes by the name of Jaina. She has a release remix, and that'll be out, I want to say February 3rd. And then the Divine Favorite Project featuring Meek, we have another release that'll be released sometime in February. So staying busy over here, man. Staying busy.
Yep. All right. So before we let you go, give us your thought on. I'm just gonna pick this particular genre. I'm pretty sure that like we have talked about it, but give me your view of where exactly this iteration of hip hop is going.
You know, everything comes around, everything goes around. We went through a period of hip hop in the late 80s where, with gangster rap, it was highly offensive to people, and people didn't understand it, and you had congressional meetings on trying to get it stopped or whatever. And so the way that I feel about this, at some point, the people are going to start picking the hits instead of record companies. And the masses are going to, take, for example, this platform, Blast Music 247. You got some incredible artists here that are independent, that people can come to this website and, listen to and support, buy their music, buy their merch, whatever. And that's where the industry is kind of going. And so we interviewed Kilo Pugh on The Center a week ago, and we had the conversation about the difference between a hit record and a hot record, right? A hit record might make you some money, but a hot record will get you some respect. And I feel like that is where we are starting to lean. The hits are becoming far and few between, but the hot records are still out there. It might take some searching, it might take some looking, but for those, that hot music is out there. And so with hip hop, the state that it's in right now, it's going to come back to where it needs to be. It'll be the DJs, it'll be the MCs, it'll be the lyrical content. So it'll come back. So it always goes through phases. I tell you what, it's not going to do. It's not going to go away anytime soon.
Oh no. And hey, Mike, appreciate what you're saying. We may try to expand some, but I got to make sure now that I done fueled up DJ Goose with at least 10 to 15 Twinkies for like 30 minutes. That's an expensive endeavor now for that.
Hey, because when that 7th or that 8th. But when that 7th or that 8th Twinkie hit his central nervous system, man, we don't want no parts of that. None at all. Well, yo, man, I want to thank you for coming on, answering these hard hitting questions that Gooch set up. You know what I'm saying? Remember now, wear your hats when you don't have dick control. We appreciate you though, bro, for everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
Not only for Blast and our platform and the podcast and the radio station and everything else, but everything else that you do to help every other podcaster and every other artist and everything else to make sure that you are actually keeping real music and everything alive. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to that.
To God
what you guys say, Gooch?
Man, I wanted to say congratulations on the well-earned honors for the 3 nominees for you. And you well deserved. I said well deserved, man. We appreciate everything you do. And like I said, I know I do, especially.
No doubt, man. You know what? It's what the old saying goes, if you find something that you love to do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Working with you guys is not work because y'all are family. And you could tell by the people that come through, because once we get started, people don't never want to leave. And so, you know what I mean? And so, one of these days, once we get enough bail money saved up, we're going to have to get together and party in person. But we're going to really need some bail bondsmen, lawyers, because I heard through the grapevine somebody on this thing can drink. So
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I still don't know what you're talking about. Ain't nothing like that.
Hey, look. Nah, man, but thank you, brothers, man. This is dope. This is really dope.
All right, man. Everyone, check out the V tomorrow with the implosion. Check out Crazy Carla's concoction.
Crazy Carla.
Also tomorrow night, and I think that we got the center coming out. Is the center tomorrow, or is it gonna be Friday?
The center is Friday, 8 p.m. and we will have none other than Christian hip hop artist and filmmaker Chris White.
All right.
Another disgruntled Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yes, he
is. But an extremely dope lyricist, though. For real.
Extremely dope. Y'all got to tune in for that.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Till next week. Remember, whatever you do, wherever you at, always remember to keep it on blast. Peace out. We out of here.
Peace.
I ain't got the dang up.
Uh-oh. That was a quick one. Try it again.
Yeah, push.
Put that on blast. Put that on blast. Put that on. Tired of hearing trash, put that shit on blast. You got what it takes, put that shit on blast. Is fame on the way, put that shit on blast. Make that change today, put that shit on blast. Tired of hearing trash, put that shit on blast. You got what it takes, put that shit on blast. Is fame on the way, put that shit on blast. Make that change today, put that shit on blast.